you guys are undefeated. I just started listening to your music this week or last week. I think I followed you on everything because you asked just now, but I was probably already followed already. But why don't you tell us about your band and where you're from?
So we are a sibling rock band. We're from upstate New York, and we just like rocking out together.
Sweet. So you're all siblings. Your brother, sister. Yes. That's awesome. So like the undefeated 3, like the Jackson 5. I know you can't hear me very well. I got the monitors in so I can hear myself, but we got Brutality coming up soon. I really enjoyed your set, by the way. It was really good music. You played Caged, right? That was one of the songs you played, Cages. So tell us about that song and why we should listen to it.
That song is really about breaking the rules and regulation of modern life and living as yourself. So if that's something that resonates with you, go listen to it. And if it's not, listen to it anyway.
Yeah, it was a pretty good song. So, and then you also played the slower song. What was the name of that one? It was your original. Yeah, As You Are. So tell us about that song.
That song is kind of along the same lines. No matter who you are, what you've done, what you haven't done. You are loved. You are loved.
You are loved. Yep.
You are loved.
All 3 of you echoed that, so that's cool. I did like that song, Shadows. Did you play that today?
We didn't play that one tonight. Sometimes we only have so much time.
So you don't play that one because you don't like it, or?
I missed that.
You don't play that because you don't like it, or?
I love it.
That one's actually really fun for me to play because I get a whole lot of stick flips and tricks in there.
Yeah, I like that song. We've been playing that on our radio show quite a bit. So that was the one that I kind of picked out of them. But I'll listen to more of your songs and play them as well. I know, you can't hear anything. But I was saying, I like that song a lot. We play it on our show. So, on our radio show. Stream. Yeah, I've been playing it since it started. All right, so they stopped talking. All right, so your logo. That looks awful lot like a very, very famous character with the green hat. What's up with the logo?
I was going to say, is it Zelda? Because we get it looks like Zelda a lot. Although we've never played Zelda, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but then you were looking at me like, oh, I know where this is going, and I don't like that, so let's not have that on the view. But it does. It looks a lot like Zelda. But tell us what your inspiration was for the logo then. If it wasn't Zelda, tell us what your inspiration was.
That was, we wanted a sword and a shield, and we sent it to our art guy, and that's what he came up with.
Awesome. Well, and was that because of Cages?
Kind of. We kind of have always been like a battle-forward sort of band, so we fight for what we believe in, and that's part of it.
Nice. And then drummer. You did a pretty good job on those. I wish I had I usually have an overhead camera to where you can see you doing all the drum runs. But what's your inspiration as a drummer? Who's your favorite drummers?
Mario Duplantier. He's a really fantastic drummer. The drummer, Neil Peart from Rush, of course. I also listen to a lot of like Wage War, so they do like a lot of Tom stuff. So I don't know the drummer's name, but him as well. They're fantastic.
Awesome. And then inspirations for both of you. Who are your favorite bands?
I love Paramore and Flyleaf. Top favorites.
That makes sense.
I love Beartooth and Pierce the Veil.
Ooh, you like Beartooth. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good band. Yeah, I like all kinds of music, but mostly I just listen to local bands. So, local bands to your area. Who else do you play with?
I missed that. Say that.
Who else do you play with locally?
Yeah, who else do you guys play with in your area, like local bands, original bands?
Original bands. So the one that comes to mind is Cow Calls. We played it a couple times. They are super, super heavy metal. Rippin' the Bones is awesome too, completely different side, and we don't play a ton of local shows, so that's hard to think of.
Well, you're here and you're from upstate New York, so that's not quite local. What is that, like 5.5?
I think so, yeah. 5.5.
Yeah. So what part of upstate New York?
So Syracuse, and then 45 minutes north of that. No, an hour 45. An hour 45, you're right.
Oh, God, you're like basically on the Canadian border.
Yes.
Honorary Southern Canadians. Honorary Southern Canadians. So
you could be actual Southern Canadians if you just move 50 feet from where you're at.
Literally about 35 minutes, maybe. Or an hour. I don't know. The border is it's near us.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on and coming to Carnival of Chaos, and, have fun on your tour. Where are you playing next?
We're actually doing a hometown show, so we're excited for that.
Is that your last stop?
We just keep going throughout the whole year, but that's our last stop of like every single day we play.
Cool. Well, I didn't want to ignore the bassists, so tell us who your favorite bassists are.
Tanya O'Callahan. Love her.
Okay, who's she play for? Because I don't know names.
I don't know. She's like a session bassist, so she plays with a lot of other bands. They're more like 80s rock bands, so
Whoever needs her, she plays.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So you picked a bassist that nobody would really know unless they were super into bass guitar. Hey, that's awesome, though, because, if you would have said Les Claypool, I would have been like, it's so basic. Everybody loves Les Claypool. At least everybody my age. I'm old. But, yeah, thanks for joining.